Welcome. In this lesson we're going to teach you how to do the button hook. Alright, so here we are in free flight like normal, and we're going to use one of these platforms to be our enemy of sorts, even though it's not moving. So it's the best we can do in free flight. Once you get this down, you go to Vandal Swarm, and then after that you can try it in actual matches. Alright, so this platform on the end, let's say it's moving kind of flat to the horizon of the planet. So let me get so I can. There it is. Alright, so let's say it's moving this way. So it's moving towards the station, kind of flatwards. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to roll to line up. So I want to make the target's flight path horizontal to me, or mostly horizontal. Now there are some advantages to doing a more diagonal thing, but that's kind of going to come later. Most people just do horizontal, so just roll to line up. So there it is. Bam! Step 1 completed. So now he's moving left to right across my screen. If you're like a little bit like this, that might actually be advantageous too. A lot of people don't realize this, but having a bank turn, I guess, is what this would be. So that you're moving sort of like this. That can bring more thrusters to bear, and especially in heavier ships like the Hornet. Odd Axiom was kind enough to kind of remind me of that, and yeah, it does help in heavier ships, so I recommend that. But if you don't want to do that, just go horizontal. It is going to make the maneuver a lot simpler and easier. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the space that I'm going to do the maneuver in. So in this case, what's going to happen is I'm going to go to the left of the target, and then I'm going to swing around behind it and go right of it. So I need to clear this space back behind the target that I'm kind of sweeping out right here. So I do see some asteroids out there, but they look like they're a little bit farther away. I think I can sweep inside of them during the button hook maneuver. Alright, so next when I get close, I'm going to yaw to and I'm going to strafe away. Alright, so pretty simple, and you've probably seen this maneuver from me, and you've probably done it yourself, but just kind of giving a name to it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my skidded attack. Alright, target's moving left to right in this case, so got my skidded attack going. I get to my CPA, and then I'm going to yaw to and strafe away. And this may look familiar, it may look kind of maybe a little bit like circle strafing type thing. So what you do to like sort of break it up a little bit is you can add in some rolling motion and all that. So the button hook wasn't the actual circling there, it was just the entry into like what I did right when I passed the target. Alright, so let's go back here and we'll do it again. So I've got my skidded attack set up, and I'm gonna yaw to and strafe away. I'm going to watch out for those other platforms. So yaw to and strafe away, so that's a button hook. That's pretty much it. The only reason I rolled there was to avoid hitting the platforms. Let me try coming from a different angle. So in this case, I'm not lining it up laterally. Alright, yaw to and strafe away. And I just tapped the boost real quick there. So you can see like it just kind of puts me in sort of an orbit. That's where it dumps it out. Now here you can, if your enemy is getting guns on you or you're taking too much fire, you can just reverse your strafe here, and now you're in an arcing zoom. Let me get back in. And then if, I mean this isn't quite what it's going to look like because your enemy is going to be moving in most cases, but let's say he's not really that much of a threat, but you want to stay here, you want to stay in the engaged bubble. So what you can do is you just sort of stop strafing and then just boom past him and then do another button hook or something else that's fancy, and then that'll usually put him kind of on kilter and give you a few seconds where you can fire at him. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You're just sort of keeping your nose pointed at your target as you pass, and instead of going into the arcing zoom or whatever zoom you had planned, he isn't pointing at you, so you just sort of stay there in the engaged bubble by transitioning to sort of full strafing and forward thrust as needed. So that's pretty much it. I'll demonstrate it one more time. It's pretty simple, so I'm not going to demonstrate it in Swarm or anything, but here we go. So let's say, you know, he's moving, in this case, just so I don't hit the other platforms. Let's say he's moving this way. So kind of like between those two asteroids, that's the direction of his flight path. And you can use your lag pips or your lead indicators to determine that. So what I'm going to do is 4 steps. So I'm going to roll to line up. I'm going to clear the space behind him, so kind of between here. And then I'm setting it, you know, I'm in my skidded attack here. And at my CPA, I'm going to keep my nose pointed at him. I'm going to yaw into and strafe away. Yaw into and strafe away. That's pretty much it. So now I was, you know, hopefully able to keep fire, or, you know, keep close to keeping fire that entire time. So that's kind of the whole idea behind it. So I'll do it real quickly. So let's say it's the exact same, his flight path is the exact same as I did before, so between those two asteroids. So I'll do it a little bit more rapid fire, some distance here. Alright, so bam, clear, skidded attack, yaw into and strafe away. Etc., etc. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.